sets up an overcharge is devastating.
Man, how much attack speed is this gonna be on Night Stalker? It's crazy. I mean, you know a guy has a really good attack speed when his level 20 talent is plus 35 damage.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, what a garbage-looking talent on so many other heroes this would be.
Oh, Shock Royalty coming out, trying to take down Tobi. They get him. That's the relocate rotation over for it. Very nice pickup.
Yeah, he's doing the, I think the same build Seb did with the glove and everything too.
Okay.
I think Seb went for a pipe after in that game, but not necessarily going to look that good in this one, I would think.
No, it's not really what they're too worried about. I'm kind of interested to see like when that group up happens though, because as you mentioned, it's their play style, and you know, Boom right now going for this BKB first. It feels like they're trying to get geared up to fight. That's the main area that they're going towards. And another stack of ancients, another stack of camps all across the map, everywhere. Double over on those ancients, really nice.
This is the worst situation to be in right now, though, if you're Viking, because they had the blink queued up on the Slardar, like they were ready to kind of go and make their plays, and you have this urn done on the Dark Willow, but then they realized that like they didn't feel strong enough with like the start Shad's head. They're just saying, hey man, like if you get a blink right now, I don't really want to fight. I don't know if we're gonna win these fights. So now he's gone back for the hood first on Tobi, which is gonna further delay things, and all the while you have a Sven with so many stacks happening. Just farming up in the jungle, and the puck has gone for this aggressive item. So iceberg is going to be looking for this gank attempt here. Shad, not much to infest here. That's going to look. Oh, that's the worst timing for that to happen for him.
Oh yeah, that's a death. That is a rough one. Rage will not save you from Maledict
or the tip.
No, damn dude. Big plays.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So that is at least a tier 1 tower taken up top, but at the same time there's pressure onto this mid tier 1 and bottom simultaneously. This is a scary time right now for Viking. B-Tune, can they get him?
Is this their punish?
Iceberg,
Radiant's
relocate. Yeah, nope, they're gonna turn around and fight me. Requiem comes out as the relocate came in. General still thinking about going. They only want to fire there. They find one. Well, the terrorize comes out, only hits onto one of those heroes. Puck jumps in. They kill off Seleri. And the relocate will pull out the IO as B-Tune. You get hit by that first round. And Viking makes it work. But the IO jumps in. It's not enough for the save. Infest out of Aramis. And now the chase down coming. Viking. There's been a back and forth in this fight. A couple of different times, but they finally have gone a bit too far on Navi. And Vikings under attack.
I'm surprised that went so well, considering Tobi just chased Witch
Oh, iceberg.
That was definitely deserved, first off. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
That's what we call the clapback, I believe.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah,
Radiant's
everybody did so
under
much
attack.
damage in that fight for Viking. And an overextension definitely is punished in a big way. Wait, they find Iceberg again. Oh my god, you can't die here, Iceberg. Don't give him this opportunity. Okay, no.
Yeah, but think about the battle pass point, or the DPC point things he's gonna get. Go to plus points, that's what. The shards! I knew I'd think of the name.
Tobi. Punch, punch. Always want to fly. He's gonna die. And Iceberg looks to escape. But yeah, they've taken over this area now, and Boom suddenly doing Boom things. Is gonna have that BKB done.
All I hear now when I look at this Night Stalker Midas is I've made a huge mistake. It's like, thanks for looking so good. My whole team's chilling, and then you buy Midas, and you're like, was this really the best item? I mean, they do need additional damage scaling, and the attack speed will help, and of course this way he's gonna get more gold and more XP and try and be a force to be reckoned with. Tough call.
I mean, the interesting thing about this is that it's still less than 1,000 gold lead, right? There's been a lot of trades back and forths. So like Navi are definitely not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but it was looking really good for them, and now it's like a little bit awkward. Are they gonna really
go more even
fight? Okay.
Well, if they are, they're pretty well grouped here.
Yeah, this is a little bit dangerous, I think. It's 3 heroes running in, and there's a lot of them, although that's a good silence onto all. Can they blow them up in time? Who just pops the BKB? They were not expecting that one. And suddenly, Viking in a position to chase down. They're going to turn on Alwayswannafly again. This was the first BKB usage to save their lives, but they saved their lives and got 1 kill, and now going to run to Roche. Dude.
Well, you can't tip them after you don't kill the puck. Come on, guys, save them.
That's right.
All right, well, they're back on schedule. BKB leads right into the Roach pit. This is also going to get them pretty much farmed up to the Blink Dagger gold very easily on Tobi, since it's unlikely your opponents are going to want to force a fight into you while there's an Aegis, and some pressure on Na'Vi to maybe try and find a pick-off here. As Sven will be trying to farm up the next big item, which... what to do? Disassemble looks like the plan for a BKB and an Orchid. That would be even more silence on Shad. I thought Shad might go Manta this game, but I guess the only problem is you don't really want to go Manta versus the Night Stalker because it's kind of pointless.
Structures are fortified.
Maybe it wouldn't actually be a terrible BKB game at some point for Shad.
It feels like you might need it, right? Versus the Orchid that's going to come out, and then also Night Stalker. Like, it can be kind of annoying playing into that silence with the Lifestealer.
Radiant's middle tower.
Of course, at the same time, you know, you don't really want to spend too much on all that versus a Sven when he has like no cares, right?
That's true. Fair enough. Time will tell. We will see. Still very, very close. Boom pressuring up top with that Aegis still in hand. He's going in for that Dragon Lance, just trying to get the big stats build and become this like giant maelstrom of death.
It doesn't work as well in Dota, you know, when we have a maelstrom.
So whatever.
But I'll allow it.
It's a word, right?
It is, yeah.
You know what's weird is that it looks more like a Kunkka Torrent, the Maelstrom does, right? Is that kind of the idea behind it?
Tower is under attack.
Oh, you mean like the water thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, like a storm. Yeah.
Not like the whatever it is.
No, not like Thor's hammer. Well, that's Mjolnir, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of issues happening with that word. We got some serious. I mean, we got Zeus and Mars, so we already got a lot of mix-ups happening in Dota.
Right. Have you seen that Mars item that has the Medusa face on the shield too?
Yeah, we're all over it.
Yeah, it's great. I like it. So next tier of items coming out now, and tier 2 tower taken free 20 minutes, which means Outpost is claimed for Viking.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do not know if Na'Vi are going to be able to make the same thing happen of their own accord. Doesn't really feel like they have that fight readiness yet.
No, they want Iceberg's Agnum Scepter on the puck. That would be a pretty big boost up for them, considering that's like the whole main way Boom wants to play these engagements.
Good tether away there. They spot the smoke coming in and able to interrupt it. Wow, and look at it. They're going all the way in. That Presence Aura affects buildings for the Shadow Fiend.
They can't fight them right now.
Yeah. That's huge.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
V-Tune's in a very awkward spot item-wise.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
There it is, though. And now we're ready to go. But you've already lost your tier 2, unfortunately. There is 2 minutes left here on this Aegis as Boom bottles up the DD. Another moment that might not end too well for Na'Vi if they decide to take this fight. But they're cutting waves and killing couriers. This general smacks down that Snapfire one in the mid. Spotted on an obs as he flutters through, though.
Dude, they're in a really good position right here. Like with that,
they can actually force his ulti.
Yeah, General gonna try and run away here. Oh, he comes in though. They got him.
I thought they were just gonna lead with the Mortimer kisses, but Tobi just blinks right in on top anyway. So.
Dire are scanning.
So now, I mean, they've still got a minute and a half left on this Aegis. Boom is gonna try and walk forward and
run.
Get a couple quick punches there. Oh, the cookie in. There is no save. God, dude,
raindrops.
I just want to fly.
Got a lot of value out of those.
Yeah, yes. Jeez. Well, that's a little bit interesting to me that they ended up popping that in the DD and then don't manage to really take another objective. I guess that they're just committed to this idea of like, we'll wait for the next series of items before we go high ground.
They are super safe. There are so many teams that would have went and just like punched that tier 3 right there and been like, hey, we have a DD, guys. This sounds good. But like, let's just do a little pros and cons list here, and the cons are going to heavily outweigh the pros in a situation like that. Maybe if it's the old patches, where tier 3s really did something, it might be worth going for.
Right.
But tier 3s today are just pretty meh.
And another scan. Radiant recognizing the danger coming their way. They back out. Shad able to retreat away from the danger. As he tries to get towards that AC. They are underneath a ward over here. Seleri and Tobi.
Dire's bottom tower
It was a pretty well-placed one by Navi, but they can't get in on. They're at least going to be able to secure 2 bounty runes. As on the other side of the map, Aramis picks up one of them as well. Tier 1 tower is going to be pressured by Boom. And Viking continue to make some gains around the map, while Navi, they haven't been able to get those same objectives.
V-Tune's crushing these jungle creeps.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much. His numbers out of this world. 246. The jungle, they fear him.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous place.
He's known as Sven Diablo.
Okay.
It's a terrifying force that just shreds through. Nighttime comes and he just cleaves through families of mud golems and hell bears.
They come back afterwards though, right? Smaller. Silence BKB immediately. Terrorize comes out, the fear is there, catches on to the Witch Stalker. Now Requiem. Afterwards, B2 gets the BKB and now the beatdown comes. Can he chase down Boom enough to get Vision? Cookie is out there with the stun and the chase down. But they jump in, they find the back on the B2. Gets pulled back up by RodjER, turns back into this fight. Everybody relatively low. They need a couple shots from the cleave, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. With the Night Stalker dead and the rest of Vikings streaming forward, V-Tune. Night Stalker gets the stun off, they kill him off. They got Tobi. Okay. Back and
Iceberg trying to catch more. Yeah, he's out of stuns though. No coil for the leash, and they even go forward, but Shad's out of there.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, they got buybacks. 2 of them.
They did, yeah. That was pretty expensive for Navi. Not really going to be worth it in the end, considering they still lost the tier 1. But geez, that was close to being a lot worse. That's for sure. When he made the jump past the tower on Tobi there, they kind of caught the stun right as he was going for the blink. So, like Landon got stunned almost instantly.
I don't know how you're feeling about this game right now, but I feel like both of these teams are playing at a really high level. There's like these sort of very quick back and forth that are going on of teams trying to assess like how well the fight's going, and then like retreating, and then suddenly a team slightly oversteps, then they're able to punish, but there aren't those like big catastrophic losses. You know what I mean? A little bit.
Yeah, I think I would say Vikings playing just like a little bit better in terms of how much pickoff potential there is on the side of Navi, and they're not able to really utilize it. Like they have Dream Coil, Night Stalker, and Relocate.
Okay.
I would expect that more people will be getting sniped off on the side of Viking.
That's fair. And I think that, some of it is also just, like you said, Viking playing that little bit better of catching wind of it with those scans hitting onto heroes as the rotations are coming in or whatever. As the Dota chat wheel missing hero shows up. Gotta love those. But yeah. Meanwhile, up top, General is going to be the one found. He does get his BKB.
It's coming.
Delivered, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late.
Yeah, speed burst won't save you there.
Okay, let's take back over the outpost. And Roche possible to respawn in 5 seconds. We'll have to wait and see what the timing is on it.
Are scanning.
Are they trying to fight more? Whoa. Blink away by iceberg. Oh my god, it's a really quick Roche respawn.
Oh,
Radiant's
that's nice.
bottom tower
That is
is under
very good
attack.
for Viking.
They go and check it right now. Dark Willow finds a puck illusion. It looks like they're not going to go check it. Well, they might. If Boom walks into it right now, this would be huge. But I'm not sure. It was such a quick respawn that they might not go and check.
I tell you, if it's a DD, he'll check.
Okay.
No, Sleary's on it.
Yeah.
Now they have the obs, so they're gonna see this movement there if it comes, and it's a regen in the bottom anyway.
Tobi heads over here. Oh, and they're gonna smoke into a fight into Roche, I guess. Is the call here.
Yeah, well, the courier's in there for the Dire, but yeah, they're smoking around. They just killed that ward.
Tobi has the lane suicide, finds the Night Stalker right at the start, and super dead. yet
Radiant's middle
again.
tower is under
Find
attack.
one more consolation kill afterwards onto Alwayswannafly, because why not?
You can see the idea behind the Witch Doctor pick when they saw the Slardar Lifestealer, because you know you can, or this, you know, you can stop
Radiant's
this like
turret
double
has
jumping
been
and everything, or just even the Slardar coming in with multiple heroes, but it just does not work against Lifestealer in the Rage. It's just depressing.
Fallen to the radiant.
Damn,
Dire's
dude.
courier has been killed.
That's a pretty big hit here, as Viking are playing it very, very clean.
Radiant's
They have
middle
this
tower
ward
is
down
under
by
attack.
the tier 2 tower as well, so they're going to try and make this rotation. And
They could maybe catch iceberg down here too, because Tobi's already gotten the dire side. Oh, looks like Boom's not moving up here anyway, so won't matter.
they have such good vision over here. And this
Still 10-second BKB from the Night Stalker. Well, they pop the smoke under the ward. Tobi's just out of there.
bye. I'm out.
I'm surprised he didn't loop around and try and pop it, but probably just worried about getting caught by the vision.
Well, they're
Hey,
gonna
want to
get
go pick up the
last of them.
surprise
Dire
inside?
are
Yeah.
scanning.
Okay, dire scan, realize they're over there. Smoke is gonna wear off in just a little bit here. Yeah, and, like, I mean, it's so hard. Like, what's even the game plan here for Navi? Oh god, not getting caught. That's one of them. Hopefully, iceberg blinks away in a second. Oh my god, he's really low HP. And oh, Mortimer's kiss is coming in. Get out of there. That's kind of a win.
Yeah, living.
Dire's bottom tower
Take
is
him
under
where you can
attack.
get him.
Dire's
This is a
bottom
very
tower
tough
has
game right
fallen.
now. They're going to take back over this outpost, but their high ground
Dire's
is about
middle
to be
tower
assaulted.
is under attack.
Yeah, there's just so much time left on this Aegis too.
Yeah. Cheese is there for Shad afterwards, and the slow
Dire's
siege
bottom
coming
tower
from
is
Boom,
under
which
attack.
actually isn't that slow. That tower is dropping. And there are a lot of heroes back now. So you can just retreat again, and with that 8-second BKB, there's nothing that's there for that like instant disable. He's always going to be able to have a reaction to it. Goes up stun. Doesn't feel forced to pop it. And boom, gonna wait for that next creep wave again.
Yeah, it can be a bit hard on that first stun like that, because you're not sure, you know, if you want to save the BKB for the Aegis or anything. So
Radiant's top tower
they're
is
just
under
waiting
attack.
for the moment.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, they have spider legs.
Tobi has the Lifestealer inside, ready to jump if they find an opening there. Iceberg gets the jump, all ready to start, but Tobi found the Witch Doctor. Alwayswannafly is dead. Can they burn through this Aegis in time? Boom will fall. And that's something at least to start this. So a 1-for-1 exchange so
They have
far,
Axe
mainly for
Coil.
the Aegis.
Radiant's top
didn't
tower
go for it.
is under attack.
Yeah, a little bit too afraid.
It's so tempting because you have the BKB Sven and the X coil, and you know they're gonna go for that cookie, but they have such good vision there that I think that would have been a pretty bad fight for Navi to take. So they just have to let them get out, and except they lost their tier 3, but no wreck, so their economy game won't be wrecked by the super creeps, and they're gonna head back out and do what they do best: hit neutrals.
The classic.
Yes, and Diablo returns.
I'm
It's
coming
familiar
for you guys.
stomping grounds.
Just when
you thought you were
was
safe?
gone.
You think I was gonna defend my ancient?
God, look at
They
him.
have glyph.
Okay.
Dire's
down to
bottom
see it.
barracks are under attack.
Viking,
Dire's
easy as pie,
structures
makes
are
this little move on
fortified.
over. And Night Stalker ready to go in with that BKB, still 10 seconds. I mean, I think that the switch over and putting the cheese on Boom is maybe why they decide to back, but General's gonna try and find this backline there. Gets the break of the blink on Tobi. They have the amp damage on him though, and stun comes out on the Boom. They're gonna try and turn and get this one, but they've caught the Night cheese. Do go up the Shadow Feed. He can get the cheese off. Silence is coming out now onto this Lifestealer, trying to bring him down in time. Is it gonna be enough? Also, look at the Mortimer's kisses. So much damage being dealt. They take down the Sven. Tobi standing tall in the midst of all of this. And man, it's already do a ton of damage there.
But Sven's their only loss by the looks of it. And they actually managed to get those kills impressively enough after they lost the two big dogs of the Lifestealer and the Shadow Fiend. So impressive stuff there kind of from both sides to at least get a little bit of cleanup. Oh, General, don't be another victim here.
Mr. Danger.
But he's got friends.
Down. Okay. Breaking the blink dagger. The silence comes on out. Ooh, there's the cookie away though.
Yeah.
Now looking towards the Willow. Dual Scepter comes out, but they should be able to get air. Oh my god, General. Gotta be very careful. Tobi's there. The crush and turn back around. They got him. Meanwhile, the phase shift still living for the moment. The spider legs away. They did get the kill onto Aramis.
Oh, the feeds.
Chain
feed.
Mr. Tobi most likely. I mean, he does a ton of damage here. Here's the BKB back up. Turns, tries to beat down. Run away.
I was watching for the cooldown on Death Ward. It was coming back up, and it was like, nope, nope. We do not want to be the chain feeders after all of that. So,
how is this a hero? How is this acceptable?
Well, he's coming back.
Monster. Look at this guy. How is this allowed? God damn, Tobi. Give him a break.
Stay away from the river, man. The monster's gonna get you.
Jeez.
Oh, we need a Loch Ness skin.
I like that. He goes underwater just like his head pops out.
Yeah, a little Nessie.
Sounds good. Maybe it changes his voiceover. Gives him a Scottish accent.
Is it just Dark Willow or is it Luna? We're not even sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Iceberg's opting for the Scythe next. Obviously, BKB first item on the Shadow Fiend, plus it's versus a Lifestealer. So, and he did indeed get the BKB, so we're just trying to catch all three of these cores with their BKBs.
I like that decision. I was thinking, like, in that push down bottom, it's sort of, you were talking about the danger of that first stun and, like, whether or not you pop the BKB. It's like, this just forces it. You're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
I think that you can, I don't know. He's going to have Satanic on Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure if they can kill in the duration of a Hex and a Storm Hammer. It'd be interesting to see.
Radiant are scanning.
I think they're sort of resigning themselves to the next Aegis again. Yeah. Of course, they still have cheese, so they could have another go if they'd like.
Well, any other big item pickups that we've got coming out soon?
Well, so far things still feel fairly in Vikings' hands. I think going high ground is tough because of the possibility of just the coil into Sven and the monstrous amount of damage that he's going to have. But I think the Abyssal's an interesting choice just because there is so many BKBs that V2 doesn't want to have to rely on the Aghanims.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that...
Unfortunately, it'll be a while.
Right. Well, and also, I'm not sure how much this Orchid really, like, increases your damage potential. I guess a good amount, but it feels a little bit weird, right? When you got this big hulking right clicker just sort of hanging on to an Orchid.
Yeah, it's a little awkward when it's just like, you know, you purchase this to essentially force a BKB on the Lifestealer.
Right.
Because you probably could have gotten by without it before, so it's all right in the end, I think.
Yeah. Well, 9,000 gold lead. Tobi walks up the hill. Doesn't really have another answer for Seth. She's dying and buys back immediately. Wait a minute. Gets a stun. Good amount of damage. Oh, the cookie though. That might have bought him enough time. And now B2 has to run away. Oh my God! Look at the damage coming in onto this Sven, but the relocate pulls them away. Barely able to get out of there. While the lift up comes onto General. He's got to run out of here as well. Bought back on the Snapfire. So far, both supports dead. The Dark Willow gonna see if they can chase down and get any extra damage onto General. They've killed RodjER as he came back in, but it looks like General will escape.
So death and buyback of the Snapfire, and then 2 kills on the supports of Navi with another buyback over there as well. So the gain for Viking here as they march up the high ground and want to plant their flag of destroying racks.
Okay. So they will get this one rather rapid. Oh, what? Okay, that's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nobody
attack.
noticed the early glyph. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
So that is going to be tier 3 used. Silence on the 2. Has coil afterwards.
Dire's middle
They want to make this play. But this is going to be a second Rax now. As Witch Doctor not up for 14.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And they're just going to let that one go.
Felt a little too easy for Viking, but yeah, they don't want to make their game deciding fight when they're down 2 heroes, so Another minute until the Roche was a relatively long one this time, which will end up benefiting Na'Vi. Well, I guess maybe if it was instant, there could have been something there for them when they were actually able to get outside on the map. For now, it would appear they're not quite sure the status of Roche. They actually scan in. They caught someone for a second, but now it's empty, so... Oh, and then it stayed red the whole rest of the way. So they might think they're in Roche now because of that.
Yeah, this is a dangerous moment here. And General is up on the top side, doesn't have ulti for another 15 seconds. And it just does hit Knight right now, though. So he'll be able to get back to the rest of his team pretty quickly. Tobi will get to that opening. They find him. BKB uses when they found the aisle. Right as the story, and BKB's come out of bounds. Terrorized afterwards, it's not going to be enough. The BKBs were still going. With Sven dead for 70 seconds, I think Viking might have done it.
Yep.
GG. Wow. Yeah.
You know, the whole turnaround started with the tip on the iceberg. Well, the tip from iceberg, rather.
Maybe that's what this is about.
Yep. That's the only reason they won. They had no other...